Welcome to my yoga with Nicole. Today I'll be guiding you through a full body flow. We're going to lengthen and strengthen every single muscle in your body. Let's practice. We're going to start our practice today in a comfortable seated position. Please feel free to come to sit on a cushion or a pillow if you have tight hips or a tight lower back. It will give you a little bit more space to release. So just take a moment, palms up or down on the thighs, finding that comfortable position. We'll take a deep breath in to lengthen the spine, lifting the heart. As you exhale, just allowing the shoulders to slide back and down, gently closing your eyes. Beginning to draw your awareness to the breath. Slowly start to lengthen inhales and exhales. Letting your awareness follow the space, the movement that each breath brings in. Notice the gentle rise and fall of your chest and belly. Beginning to move each breath in deeper and deeper into your lungs. And as you do this, feel the sides of your body beginning to open. Your rib cage expanding forward and back, side to side. Noticing with each breath out, the natural drawing to center. Just feel every breath starting to root you in this present moment. Letting your inhales now move deep into the base of the lungs, feeling them inflating completely. Gently draw your navel in towards the spine as you exhale, using that motion to release every last drop of air. Just allowing your awareness to find the natural pause at the top of your inhale and at the bottom of your exhale. Noticing the space, the calm that those pauses bring in. And finding a gentle constriction at the front of your throat, using the same muscles you do to whisper. Moving into your ujjayi, your victorious breath. Following now the gentle sound and vibration of each inhale, each exhale. Every breath, deepening your connection to you. With your next inhale, very gently opening the eyes. Transitioning ourselves now into tabletop. So coming onto all fours. Spread your fingers wide, stacking shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. Take a deep breath in here as you lengthen the spine, letting the shoulders slide back and down. Exhaling to engage your abdominals. Moving through cat-cow, inhale, draw the gaze up and the tail up, let the heart melt down. Exhaling, belly pulls into chest, shoulder blades lift up to the sky. Inhale, gaze and tail up. Exhale to round. Good, big breath in. Let the heart open, neck is long, gaze up. Exhale, draw the belly in, lift the shoulder blades up to the sky. One more round here, deep breath in. Exhale, empty out completely. Use your inhale now to come back to center, back to neutral. Curl the toes under with your exhale, draw your hips up and back, transitioning into downward facing dog. Now taking some time here, move around in any way you wish to. You can pedal out the feet, turn the head, maybe twisting through the hips. Wherever you are, strong foundation in the hands, spreading the fingers wide, feeling like you're pushing the floor away from you. As you inhale, notice the length in the spine, the hips lifting up and back. As you exhale, just allowing the heels to release to the earth, not worrying if they're coming flat or not. If you do feel a lot of rounding in the spine, feel free to bring a little bend into the knees. We'll give you a little bit more space. Taking a deep breath here. Empty out completely with your exhale. Now as you inhale, bend your knees, look between the hands. Exhale to step or walk to the top of the mat, feet coming hip distance apart. Take a deep breath in, lengthening to a flat back. As you exhale, fold forward, tuck the chin. Evening the weight out into the feet, using the hands for support, feeling the hips stacking right on top of the ankles. Let the shoulders slide back, maybe gently turning the head from side to side. Every inhale, the hips gently lift. As you exhale, the belly hollows, upper body releases. One more breath here. Empty out completely. Inhale, lengthen to your flat back. Exhale, forward fold, long breaths. Root down through your feet. Inhale, reach and rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, forward fold, bend into the knees as you need to. Deep breath, lengthen to your flat back, shoulders back. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to high plank. We're going to hold here. Take a deep breath in, centering yourself. Feel free to drop the knees down if you need to. One more inhale. As you exhale, slowly lower all the way down to your belly. The elbows brush the ribs. Once you're down, bring the tops of the feet to the floor. Legs are strong. As you inhale, we're going to bring the forearms onto the earth, coming into Sphinx pose. Stacking shoulders right on top of elbows. Forearms parallel to each other on the mat. Pull the belly in, push the tail to the heels, and feel strength in the legs. Then as you inhale, begin to lift up through the breastbone. Shoulder blades draw back and down, option to lift the gaze up as well. Those of you looking for a little bit more, push the hands down into the earth. Feel them energetically pulling towards you. That will help to open up the front body. Deep breath in here. As you exhale, slowly release down. Bringing the hands underneath your shoulders, next breath out, pushing back to child's pose, knees wider than the hips, big toes to touch. Just allowing the hips to sink to the heels, releasing forehead to the earth or to a block. Now those of you that have a lot of tightness in the lower back or in the hips, feel free to gently shift from side to side. And wherever you are, shoulders away from ears. Just feeling your inhales now, opening the back body. Belly hollowing with your exhale. Let's take a deep breath and slowly rise up to tabletop. Take your time to set up, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Lengthen with an inhale. Exhale, toes curl under, lifting to downward facing dog. And feel the hips drawing up and back as you inhale, taking weight off of the front of the body. Releasing any holding in the heels, just letting them sink to the earth as you exhale. One more breath. Lifting right leg up as you breathe in, let that left heel sink down to the earth. Take another inhale here. As you exhale, bring right foot in between the hands, helping it along as you need to. You're going to lengthen the spine, open your heart. As you exhale, release the left knee down onto the mat. It's going to come behind your left hip. Feel free to pat it as you need to. Lengthening out the right leg, coming up onto the heel as you move into your hamstring stretch. Walk your hands underneath the shoulders. If the floor is too far away from you, you can always use blocks or books for support. Lengthen the spine as you inhale. Those of you that wish to, as you exhale, maybe folding forward, allowing lower belly to move towards that right thigh. Wherever you are, breathe from the sole of right foot right into the hip. And feel that hip drawing back and down in line with the left as you exhale. One more breath here. As you inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, bending back into right knee. As you inhale, lifting left leg up. Coming back to three-legged dog with your exhale, extending that right leg back behind you, letting left heel sink. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale now, right toes resting on left heel, adding weight, helping that heel to sink down towards the earth. Those of you looking for more, really draw your hips up and back. It will help to bring more length into the leg. Breathe from the sole of left foot right into the hip. Taking one more here. Inhale, lifting right leg up. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take a full breath here, center. Inhale, left leg lifts. Let your right heel sink to the earth. Breathe in. Exhale, left foot comes in between the hands. Take your time, help it as you need to. Lengthen as you inhale, then release right knee down with your exhale. Coming onto that left heel, lengthening the leg as you make your way into your hamstring stretch. Hands underneath shoulders, use supports as you need to. Lengthen with an inhale, maybe hinging at the hips and coming forward as you exhale. Feel and follow each breath. Relax your jaw. Good, last one here, deep breath in. Lengthen now as you inhale, look up. Bending into left knee as you exhale. Right leg lifts up, big breath in, lengthen the spine. Stepping to three-legged dog as you breathe out, left leg extends, right heel sinks. Inhale. As you exhale, left toes resting on right heel, adding weight, helping that heel to sink to the earth. Feel free to lift the hips up and back if you'd like more. Keep pushing the floor away from you with the hands. Last breath here. Inhale, left leg lifts. Downward facing dog, exhale. Full breath. Inhale, come forward to your high plank. Exhale to lower slowly. Inhale, lift to upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog, exhale. 3 breaths. Slide the shoulders back. Let the jaw release. Last breath here. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Left heel sinks as you exhale. Deep breath in, right leg strong and straight. Planting right foot in between the hands as you breathe out. Help it along as you need to. You're going to root down through right foot. On your inhale, rising up to high lunge. Now take your time here. Turn the pinkies in to relax the shoulders. Belly in, tail scoops under. And then squaring the hips to front. Right is back, left forward. Now as you inhale, feel lightness coming into the upper body. As you exhale, the shoulders sliding back and down, belly in, tail under. Deep breath here. Exhaling now, palms facing forward, bending into the elbows, moving into cactus arms. Those of you looking for more, draw the backs of the hands towards the wall behind you. Maybe lifting up through the breastbone, maybe bringing gaze to the sky. Wherever you are, deep, full breaths. Feel your right foot rooting down, anchoring you into the earth. Last breath here. As you inhale, sweeping the arms up to the sky. Exhale, relaxing shoulders. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale now, palms of the hands to heart center, rooting down through right foot. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, step to the top of the mat, big toes to touch, heels apart. Breathe in, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen to flat back as you breathe in. Exhale, plant the hands, step to high plank. Hold here for an inhale. Strong legs or the knees drop. Lower with control, exhale, elbows to ribs. Inhale, legs are strong, lift, upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog, exhale. Deep breaths. Checking in with your hands, keep rooting down through the knuckles of the fingers. That will take any pressure off of the wrists. Gaze is either at the navel or in between the feet. Deep breath. Inhaling, left leg lifts up strong and straight. Hips are level, right heel sinking. Take a deep breath in. Stepping left foot in between the hands as you exhale. Root down. When you're ready, inhale, rise to your high lunge. Again, finding that center, left foot's rooting down, pinkies in, shoulders relax. Draw the navel and tail under and then square the hips to center. Feel inner thighs squeezing together. Deep breath here. As you exhale, palms to face forward, bend into the elbows, moving into cactus arms. Looking for more elbows, draw back. Keep the belly and tail under, option to bring the gaze to the sky. Feel every breath in, expanding the rib cage. With every breath out, the feet are rooting down, you're strong, you're centered. Last breath here. Sweeping the arms up to the sky as you breathe in. Relaxing shoulders with your exhale. Inhale. Exhale, palms and the hands coming to prayer at heart center, rooting down through left foot. Take a breath, abdominals strong. Step to the top of the mat as you exhale, toes to touch, heels apart. Breathe in, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, bend into the knees as you need to. Inhale, lengthen to flat back. Exhale, step back to high plank. Inhale, center and strengthen. Exhale, lower slowly. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Holding centered. Using every exhale as an opportunity to let go of any thoughts, any judgments or expectations. One more breath here. Inhaling, lifting right leg, hold it, strong and straight, hips are level. Deep breath in. Exhale, right foot comes in between the hands. Help it as you need to. Lengthen with your inhale, we're moving to warrior two. Exhale, left foot pivots parallel to the back of the mat. Find heel to arch alignment. Then breathe in and rise up. Once you come up, stack shoulders right on top of hips. Lunging deeply into right knee, look over it and make sure your big toe is visible. Soften your shoulders, belly and tail under. Gaze over front middle finger. Feel yourself strong and centered in your warrior two. With your next inhale, slowly straightening out right leg, making sure the knee doesn't lock, moving to triangle. Reach forward out of the waist as you exhale, shoulders stay in line with hips. When you can't move anymore, right hand releases to the floor, support or leg. Left fingertips reach up to the sky. Slide the shoulders back and down. Every inhale, crown of the head reaches forward. Feel the shoulder blades pulling down the back. Belly in. Deep breaths. Take one more inhale here. Fill up. Exhale, slowly bend into right knee as you release the hands to the earth. Pivot back foot. Breathe in here. Step to high plank as you exhale. Center, inhale. Lower slowly, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Feel the navel pulling into spine. Letting go of any tension in the heels or in the jaw. Last breath. Lifting left leg up as you breathe in, strong and straight. Level out those hips. Let your right heel sink down with your exhale. Inhale. Exhale, left foot comes in between the hands. Take all the time you need here. The breath in lengthens. Exhale, right foot parallel to the back of the mat, straight line heel to arch. Breathe in and come up to your warrior two. Shoulders over hips, belly in, tail under. Extend out through those arms. And then feel the shoulder blades pulling down the back. Every inhale's lifting and lightening the upper body. As you exhale, feel your feet rooting down, as if they're energetically pulling towards each other. Keeping that engaged, but now inhale, left leg starts to straighten. Make sure knee doesn't lock. Exhale, reach forward out of the waist. When you can't move anymore, left hand releases. Right fingertips reach up to the sky. So feel that energy, the feet rooting down. Right fingertips reaching up towards the sky. Shoulders sliding back. Breathing deeply. Last big breath in here. Exhale, slowly bend into left knee. Release the hands to the earth. Pivot back foot, inhale here, heart opens. Step to high plank as you exhale. Hold. Exhale, now lower slowly, controlling the movement. Inhale, lift, open your heart. Downward facing dog, exhale. Deep breath here. So inhale, bend your knees, look between your hands. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. Bring feet hip distance apart. Taking pointer finger, middle finger in between first and second toes, wrapping around the base of the big toe. Press the big toes into the fingers, into the floor. Lengthen your spine, shoulders back as you inhale. Exhale, let the belly release to the thighs. Bend the knees as you need to, folding forward. So your elbows start to come out to the sides. Shoulders pull back, little tuck to the chin. Feel the legs lengthening, hips lifting up as you breathe in. As you exhale, hollow your lower belly. Release any tension in the neck. Last breath here. Release the fingers from the toes. Inhale, lengthen to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way up, rise, reach, lift. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees as you need to. We're going to flow through. Lengthen to flat back, inhale. Exhale, step back to high plank. Centered, strong, breathe in. Lower, exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Let the tongue fall from the roof of your mouth. Soften the shoulders. Deep breath here. Inhale, right leg lifts, strong and straight. Left heel sinks with your exhale. Take a big breath in. Step right foot in between the hands as you breathe out. We're coming back up to high lunge, root down. As you inhale, rise up. So again, take your time, center, relax shoulders, square the hips. That right foot is your anchor. Feel it rooting down into the earth. Big breaths. Feel the lightness in the heart as you breathe in. Inner thighs squeezing together, hips squaring as you breathe out. Inhale here. As you exhale, moving into eagle arms, we're going to sweep left underneath right. Option one is to hook the elbows, hook the hands. If this is not available, you're going to hook the elbows. Hands squeeze the shoulders. Now, regardless of the option that you're in, you're going to lift your elbows up in line with your shoulders and draw the shoulder blades down the back. Notice it's the pulling the shoulder blades down the back that starts to bring that space and opening. Belly and tail under. 3 more breaths. As you inhale, feel your right foot rooting down. Take 1 more breath in. As you exhale, we're going to step left foot forward, moving into eagle. Left leg crosses over right. Bend into right knee, sit back deeply. If this is too much, option to have big toes to touch, heels apart, sitting back into chair. Now, wherever you are, try to lengthen the spine, lift the heart, bringing shoulders over hips. Draw the belly in, scoop the tail under. Every inhale, feel the rib cage expanding, heart lifting. As you exhale, squeeze arms, squeeze legs to center. 2 more breaths. Breathe in. Exhale. Unwrap, step the feet together, reach the arms up, look up as you breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Tuck your chin, take a full breath here. Empty out completely. Lengthen, flat back, inhale. Exhale, step back to high plank. Center here with your inhale. Use the knees if you need to. Lower exhale. Breathe in, lift. Exhale back. 3 breaths, walk it out if you need to. Use your exhales to let go. Just breathe into this moment. Inhaling, left leg lifts. Exhale, press right heel down. Deep breath. Step left foot in between the hands as you exhale. Take all the time you need. Rooting down, using a deep breath to rise to your high lunge. Find your center, square the hips, scoop the tail, relax your shoulders. So feel that strong foundation in the feet, especially in that left foot. Take a deep breath in. Then move into your eagle arms right under left. Hook elbows, hook hands, or if this is too much, hook elbows, squeeze shoulders. Wherever you choose to be, slide those shoulder blades back and down. Anyone interested in coming into a back bend, reaching up through the fingertips, maybe letting the gaze come to the hands. Breathe. Keep the back of the neck long, shoulders pulling down. Last breath here. If you're back bending, gaze to centered, start to root down through left foot. Breathe in. The next breath, slowly come all the way up, eagle. Crossing right leg over left, maybe tucking the toes or just pointing them. Option to come into chair if that serves you best. Now inhale, lengthen, lift your heart up. Exhale, squeeze the inner thighs and the arms together. 2 more breaths. Exhale to unwrap. Inhale, reach up, fill up. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen, flat back, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step to high plank. Big centering inhale. Lower exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breaths. One more inhale. And empty all of the air out as you exhale. Let's take a deep breath and lift a right leg up. As you exhale, bend your right knee, heel to the bum. Then as you inhale, lift that right knee up to the sky so the heel moves towards left buttock. Gaze is on left foot, heel sinking. Gently lift left shoulder blade up so you can even the weight out into the hands. Those of you that wish to, maybe bringing the gaze underneath right armpit. Breathe into that right side. Feel your inhales bringing space into the thigh and into the hip flexor. Last breath. Inhale, straighten the leg, toes face the floor. As you exhale, moving to pigeon, right knee to right wrist. Let the shin lay down onto the mat and your left knee drops. We're going to slide that left leg back as far as you can. Uncurl the toe, top of the foot presses into the floor, leg and ankle are straight. Now take a deep breath in here, come up onto the tips of the fingers, lift your heart, relax the shoulders. This will help with alignment. If you're comfortable here, you can stay. Those of you that wish to, begin to make your way down into sleeping pigeon. Can always support yourself with blocks, books, a pillow, whatever's available. And if there is any pain, any pulling in knees or in ankles, I invite you to come onto your back and into thread the needle. Wherever you are, breathing into this moment. Using every exhale to let go of any tension, to consciously release any tightness, whether that be in body or in mind. 3 more deep breaths here. Last breath. Fill up completely. Feel the ribcage expand. Empty out completely with your exhale. Now as you breathe in, slowly start to make your way up. As you exhale, curl the back toe under and root down through the hands, but pause. Inhale. We're going to exhale, lift up and back to 3-legged dog. Extend that right leg back behind you. Let your left heel sink. Breathe in. Downward facing dog, exhale. Feel free to pedal it out as you need to here. With your next exhale, come to center. Sink the heels to the earth, maybe noticing right heel's a little bit lower than left. Now as you breathe in, we're going to lift that left leg up. Hold it here. Exhale, heel to the bum, bending the knee. Inhale, lift that knee to the sky. Left heel moves towards right buttock. Level your chest to the earth. So lift that right shoulder blade up. It'll keep the weight even in the hands. Then breathe deeply. 2 more here. Use your inhale now to lengthen out left leg. Have the toes face the floor. As you exhale, left knee to left wrist, moving into pigeon. Let the shin lay down onto the mat, right knee drops. Start to slide that right leg back. Again, come onto your back if this pose does not work for you. Uncurl your back toe, make sure leg and ankle are straight. Lengthen, lift your heart up here. It's going to help you with alignment. Then if you feel comfortable too, you can begin to make your way down into sleeping pigeon. Imagine every inhale just starting to draw in to that left hip. Imagine every exhale bringing softness, bringing calm. Relaxing your jaw, the shoulders, your fingers, and releasing any clenching in the belly. Breathing deeply into this moment. Last 2 breaths. Emptying out completely. Using your inhale to slowly rise up. Root down through the hands, curl the back toe under as you exhale and pause. Breathe in. Exhale, 3-legged dog. Extend that left leg back. Let your right heel sink. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Exhale. 3 breaths. Move as you wish to. With your next exhale, come to center. Sink the heels to the earth. Inhale, come forward to your high plank. Exhale, lower slowly. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 1 more deep breath in. Empty out completely with your exhale. Last flow, inhale forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale back. Take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, knees to the earth. Beginning to transition ourselves back into our child's pose. Knees wider than the hips. Toes to touch, hips to the heels. Releasing the forehead down. Now, those of you that wish to, you can have your arms forward, maybe beside the body. That will give you a little bit more rounding, more of a release if you wish. And wherever you are, those of you looking for a little bit more calming, gently rocking forehead temple to temple will help both body and mind to find a little bit more ease. Just 3 more breaths here. Just feeling that energy flowing through you. Now, as you inhale, bring the palms of the hands onto the earth if they're not already there. Next breath in very slowly, rising up. We're going to transition ourselves to seated. So coming onto your bottom, and we're going to extend the legs out in front of us. So again, please feel free to prop yourself up as you need to. We're going to take a deep breath in, fingertips beside the hips, lengthen the spine, lift the chest. As you exhale, we're going to bend into that right knee. Bring the sole of right foot to the outside of left leg. Left leg stays strong and straight. Grab a hold of that right thigh, pull it into the chest, lengthen the spine, lift the heart. As you exhale, left elbow to the outside of right leg, or just grabbing a hold of the leg with your arm. Opposite hand to the base of the spine. Keep that bottom leg strong as you inhale, push through back hand, lengthen, lift the heart. Exhale, belly in and to the right to twist. Inhale, lift, shoulders back. Exhale to twist. Keep pushing out through the heel of your left foot. 2 more breaths here, option to bring the gaze over the back shoulder. Deep breath in. As you exhale, slowly unwrap. We're going to tent our fingertips on the opposite side of the mat, rounding the spine, tucking the chin. Take a breath here. Now as you inhale, slowly come all the way up. Exhale, we're going to uncross the leg. Inhale to extend out. Bring the fingertips beside your hips once again. Take a breath, center. Now as you exhale, we're going to bend that left knee. Sole of left foot to the outside of right leg. Right leg is strong and straight. Grab a hold of left thigh, compress it into the chest as you lengthen and lift the heart. Bring your right elbow to left knee. Left hand at the base of the spine. Push through that back hand. It's close to the lower back. Lift the heart up. Exhale, belly in and to the left to twist. Breathe in, lift. Exhale to ring out. Feel free to draw the great gaze over your back shoulder. Body will always follow your eyes. Last 2 here. And as you exhale, slowly unwrap. Tent the fingertips on the opposite side, round the spine, tuck the chin, take a breath. Now as you inhale, use the breath to slowly rise up. Exhale, we're going to uncross this leg and we're going to bend the opposite knee as well, soles of the feet to the floor. Before we make our way down onto our backs, we're going to set up for our bridge pose. So have the feet parallel to each other, hip distance apart. You're going to scoot your bottom in as close as you can to your heels, and then keeping the feet where they are, just begin to lower yourself down. So this will usually be the perfect positioning for your bridge pose. Otherwise, you can always look around, ankles right underneath knees, feet hip distance apart. Take a moment, palms and the hands down onto the earth, shimmy the shoulders underneath you. Now start to press down through your feet, little tuck to the chin. As you inhale, lift your hips a couple of inches off of the mat and pause. Pull the belly in, scoop your tail under. Now breathe in, root down through the feet, perhaps lifting the hips higher. Option to walk the shoulders underneath you, interlacing fingers, pushing pinky fingers into the floor. Now begin to draw your shins forward. That will even the weight out into the feet. And even though the legs are separated, there's a gentle pulling together energy in the inner thighs. Now breathe, feel the chest coming towards your chin. 3 more here. Last big breath in, fill up. Exhale, slowly, mindfully release, rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Once you're all the way down, gently push low back into the floor and release. It will reset the spine. Then we're going to bring both knees into the chest. Have the knees shoulder width or wider. It's going to allow the back body to release. And then feel free to just take a gentle rock from side to side. Just letting go of any of that tension. Now, as you exhale back to center, take a deep breath in, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, squeeze or compress the thighs in towards your belly, knees towards shoulders. One more inhale here. Squeeze as you exhale. Breathe in, flex your feet, soles of the feet to the ceiling. Reaching up, grab big toes, feet's outer edges, moving into happy baby. Once you come to center, stack your ankles on top of the knees. Release the low back, the tail down towards the earth. That's where you start to get the length and the space in this stretch. And if your low back or your tail won't release down, not to worry. Just begin to allow it to soften in that direction. Relax your shoulders. You can either hold center, drawing on the soles of the feet, letting knees pull in towards the armpits. For those of you that wish to, maybe gently rocking from side to side. Listen to your body. Just choose whatever serves you best. 2 more breaths. And come back to center. Now release the feet as you exhale. Bring the knees into the chest. Inner thighs are together. Take a deep breath and let the shoulders roll back. As you exhale, lift head and shoulders, nose to the knees. Wrap the arms around the legs. Give yourself a great big hug, squeezing in. 1 more breath here. Now as you inhale, slowly releasing. Beginning to make your way into final Shavasana. Now, if you do have any tenderness, tightness in the low back, you can always have the knees bent against each other, or you can have a pillow, maybe blocks underneath the thighs. If you're coming into a traditional position, just let the toes fall out to the sides as the leg extends. Shimmy your shoulders underneath you, palms of the hands to face up. Now, if your body is craving any additional movement before you release, please allow yourself that time. And then when you are ready to, becoming aware of the weight of your body against the earth. Just feel the skin smoothing over your forehead, across your cheeks and chin. Feeling the muscles in your arms and legs softening. Fingers and toes are released. You can feel yourself becoming more and more relaxed. Resting calm and centered in this moment. Full and complete, just as you are. Very gently, bringing your awareness back to your breath. Slowly lengthening inhales and exhales. Those of you that are comfortable in your Shavasana, I invite you to stay here as we close our practice. If you are ready to awaken, just begin to bring gentle movement into fingers and toes. If you would like to make your way up to seated using the next 5 breaths, to slowly and mindfully do so. And those of you who are staying in your Shavasana, placing one or both hands over heart center. If you're in seated, take a moment to find a tall spine. Bring the palms of your hands to prayer, closing your eyes and bowing the head. Just feel your breath. Feel you in this moment, centered and calm. Just thanking yourself for this chance to connect, for this opportunity to cultivate great space, great change, both inside and out. The divine in me bows to the divine in you. Namaste.